What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got to talk about being content. That's right, because you know what? There's a spirit in the world, or in America, that is, it feeds off of people's discontentment. People's discontentment for life. And let me tell you, if you're not content, and when I say content, I don't mean lazy. Okay, let's just get that clear. Not complacent. When I say content, it's stoic. It's a stoic term. And you must be content with what you have in order for you to gain more. The society that we live in is very, quick, hustle, bustle, materialistic, fluster, get as much as you can. Who has the best? You have the Mercedes, you got the high status, you got the nice clothes. You appear rich even though your cup is empty, you're empty, dude. Like the emperor with no clothes. Okay? So when you're content though, it lets you focus on the right things. I had some times when I was like 19, 20, just moved out of my house, living on my own. Okay? And I got into girls, dude. I got a girlfriend around, I think it was 21. I think I told you guys, first time I had sex. First girlfriend, 2021. And I remember wanting to be impressive. Okay? I'm a young man, I'm figuring life out. There's no way I'm that impressive. Let's clear that up. And you guys, there's no way you got everything figured out. You're on your way to getting control over your life. And a little side note here, the video I made the other day, the 3 pillars of monk mode, if you're young and you got nothing else going for you and you're just lost, those 3 things are huge. They will give you a sense of control in your life, and when you have that, you have value, okay? It actually radiates confidence from you because you're like, you got your shit together, okay? And people can pick up on that. And people like people that got their shit together. They can trust them. They're like, they feel like they can trust them, Like, this guy can take care of me. He's not gonna, as soon as a hard time pops up, he's not booking it. He's not out of the house, leaving the kids. So, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? About my girlfriend. That's right. So I wanted to be impressive. And so what I did is I had this little green car. It was a Mercury Mystique that I got for about $1,500. Okay, it was old, had a lot of miles on it, but it ran perfectly. The only thing is I didn't feel that good driving it. Okay, so what I did is I took some money. I didn't have a lot of money, and I went to this rundown, beat up car dealership, and I was like, "Hey guys, I want that car over there." It was like this little sports car. It looked cool. It looked cool for a 21-year-old. So they were like, "Oh, hell yeah, let's sign you up right here." I think I had like 20% interest. Huge, astronomical interest I did not even know at the time. I was ignorant. So I signed my life away. I roll off the lot with this thing, and instantly it starts giving me trouble. Instantly, I start regretting getting rid of that little green bean, that green car that served me so well. And now I owe like 10 grand. The car ends up just breaking down. At first it gets a flat tire, then something happens with the engine, check engine light comes on, it's making all these weird noises, and eventually the brakes literally are going out. The whole brake line is just rotted. I end up driving to the mechanic with my e-brake. I know that's not safe, but it was like right down the street. I had to get there. I was all alone, like in this random city. I'm like, all right, I'm like timing it just right. It was like late at night, I'm just trying to park it there and leave it. Moral of the story is I acted out of a place of discontentment. Okay, and I ended up paying for that big time. You see, content people may not always have the best things, but they use what they have to the best of their abilities. They use what they have, man, to create more. Instead of focusing on appearing better, appearing wealthier, when I was 21, 20, I could have just used the car that I had, to get me to my job, to get me to the places I need to go, save the money, save for another car, save to, do something else, to invest in something else. But no, in my mind, I was short-sighted. And what I did was I wanted to have a cool appearance, and I wanted to look good, okay? And I paid for it. And what I realized is that when you are content, it's not that you lose any fire or aim for the future. Like, we still want to be better and fulfill our potential, but now you operate with what you have, and you're more likely to invest in the right stuff, and your life naturally takes on a sort of minimalistic lifestyle. You trim the fat, you get rid of all that grizzle and the clutter. And so I started realizing that, and it like woke me up, man. I was like, wow, I don't gotta impress anyone. I don't gotta buy the nicest clothes or always be chasing this and that. I've got work to do here and now. Let me focus on what's important and use what I got to get me there. Let me stop trying to be fake. Let me stop living a lie, okay? And I see in America, that's kind of how it is, because we're all trying to appear like we got our shit together, and really, everyone's in debt. Not everyone, but some people are in debt. Some people don't know what the hell they're doing. But when we look at him, we're like, man, that guy's cool. That guy's got it going on. And it's the same with the cars, with the clothes, dropping too much money on the clothes, chasing the weekend, living for the weekend. Imagine how that affects your attitude. It doesn't give you a winning attitude. You're just living for the weekend, constantly just drinking and doing drugs, and it all is from a place of discontentment. The trying to get rich quick schemes, okay? Investing in the wrong things. Thinking, even I've seen guys like with crypto. Okay, I'm a little bit invested in crypto, but I'm not looking at it as like, man, this coin's going to the moon. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to the moon because I put some money into a cryptocurrency. And you notice that when people are discontent, they're very irrational. Okay, so you got to be careful for that if you see it in other people. But I'm telling you, it lets you focus on the right things. Okay, and your life naturally is going to get a little bit more decluttered. And the minimalistic life is great because, the luxury kind of makes you grow soft. Okay, if you're walking around all the time and you got slippers on, your floors are heated, it makes you a little bit soft. You're not as likely to go as hard and to be, in that warrior spirit. Okay, so from there, what I would like to say is it's contentment, but still with fire in the belly. And what that means is that you shouldn't be stingy. You should not just give up, lay down, and die. But you should now use the resources you have to invest for the future and seize the opportunities that you have in the here and now. Now, I can't tell you what to invest in, okay? Maybe you should start a 401k. If you don't know what a 401k is, look it up. If you don't know what a Roth IRA is, look it up. Now, a lot of people, invest in these so that you have something to retire when you get older, when you're after 59, okay? Is that a good idea? Yeah, it's probably a great idea. It's a way to start investing and thinking about the future because many people are not doing that. Okay? But there's other ways to invest. It's not just in stocks. It's not just in cryptocurrency. Now, is there stocks that maybe we should invest in? And you could put a little bit of the money that you're getting from your income into these stocks in companies that you believe in that are undervalued and, show some potential. Yeah, well, maybe you could, buy a share for $40. Buy, and then you just keep, and then spread it out. If you don't know about investing, look it up. You got to be curious about this stuff. It's going to pay off huge in your future. It's just going to take a little work, getting a basic understanding. All you're doing is, buying into the company. Okay? You're getting a return. Learn about it. It's not that difficult. I didn't learn about this stuff for years, guys. I wish I would have learned more. But that's just another way to invest. Okay? Another way to invest is by investing in yourself. Investing in learning a skill. Going to college is a giant investment. A lot of people blow it off. And they don't look at it as like that because they're just taking out loans. That loan is granting you the ability to go to school and learn a valuable skill. And we need skills. You gotta have skills, to get by in life. And a lot of people just like they go to college and they don't care that much, then drop out and do something else. If you're going to college, it should be to acquire skills and learn. Okay? Invest in yourself. Learn a trade. Hire, get a mentor. I don't know. Invest in the right things. Like, for instance, here's one thing. I haven't had a computer for a long ass time. Okay? And I recently got a computer. It's life-changing. Yeah, it cost me a bit of money. It's worth it. The investment will pay itself tenfold. Okay? So it's investing in the right things. Invest in books. Invest in learning. If you're having trouble, let's say, you don't move that much. Well, get to the root of the problem. My shoes hurt. I got bad shoes. You can't play basketball with your friends, but you know it's good cardio. You know it's going to be good. Excuse you, go get some new shoes, man. Figure out the problem, invest in, instead of, oh, you just bought a 60-inch TV and the newest Call of Duty, and it's like, that's shit. It's not helping your life at all. Okay, invest in the right things. That way you can get started building momentum in your life. Okay, so it's not about being stingy and complacent. It's about being content and aiming all your soldiers and your energy in the right direction. All right, that's what it's about, guys. Okay, so keep the fire in the belly, and remember that you will be ruined if you constantly are dissatisfied in the present and looking for the future. Okay, you will get very discontent. You'll be in your head, and you won't be open to gratitude. Gratitude won't be in your life. It'll ruin your attitude. People won't want to be around you, and you just are going to set yourself up for failure. Don't do it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.